A Tomah family is demanding answers after their son died after receiving care at the Tomah VA. A report reveals VA medical staff made mistakes that contributed to their son's death. News 8 Now's Jordan Fremstad introduces us to the veteran behind the report and the hole left behind for two parents.
We love him, we miss him, and we want to honor him.
Inside Jane and Craig Muson's home, time stands still.
We're proud of what he did.
A few years have passed.
Yeah, someone told me that they never come back the same.
But clouds still hang over their roof.
And he didn't.
A conversation no parent should ever have.
Nick.
Looking back at their child's life that was.
We miss him.
How you doing, Doc?
Music.
What?
He had a really good sense of humor, Nick did. He was tall. He was a big guy.
Nicholas Muson served in Iraq, but his death happened on his home soil. Nick's time in Iraq from 2006 to 2007 took a big piece from him. Nick suffered from deployment-related PTSD and traumatic brain injuries.
He had a Humvee blown up from underneath him with an IED.
When he returned from his deployment, Nick sought help from the Tomah VA and turned to alcohol. At one point, Nick was drinking a half-liter of vodka a day. In the spring of 2019, a completely sober Nick drove himself to the VA. He thought he was having a seizure. It was the last time Nick would walk or talk on his own.
And then less than a day later, he left in a coma.
Doctors took Nick to two other healthcare facilities, including Gunderson in La Crosse and the VA in Madison. Nick died 1 month after he walked through the Tomah VA's doors. Craig and Jane's minds flooded with questions. They asked Representative Ron Kine's office to look into their son's death. The VA Office of Inspector General released a report. It reveals Nick's doctors and nurses mismanaged his care. His parents say they made too many mistakes.
You know, for 20 minutes, Nick was without oxygen.
The report found, among other things, Tomah VA doctors did not prescribe Muson adequate medication for alcohol withdrawal, and that nursing staff failed to complete all the required assessments.
It brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, very tough to read.
The report also shows staff restrained Muson without proper training. Craig and Jane's frustration boiled over with the lack of communication from Nick's doctors and nurses.
We didn't hear anything from the Tomah VA. Not a follow-up, not a call from his doctors, not asking how he's doing, nothing. I mean, not a word.
Craig says they didn't hear from the VA until they received the bill for Nick's treatment. Karen Long, Tomah VA Medical Center director, acknowledged the report's recommendations for improvements, but argues since the report didn't address all of Nick's care, it's inconclusive.
They know what happened. And he never recovered.
Take responsibility.
Jane and Craig are thankful for the care Nick received in La Crosse and Madison. They want the Tomah VA to do more so this doesn't happen to someone else's loved one.
If he would have went somewhere else, he probably would still be alive.
The report brings some comfort to their family.
I'm grateful for you being my mother. You are number one. You're the best ever. I'm glad you're my mom. Love, Nicholas.
The title of the report reads Mismanagement of a Patient at the Tomah VA Medical Center. That patient is Nicholas Muson.
Just put a name to it. His name was Nicholas Muson.
Yeah, our son.
Whose memory lives.
It says, Dear Craig and Jane, my name is Second Lieutenant Arthur Athens.
In the words,
I just wanted to write you and tell you how proud and honored I am to serve with your son.
His platoon leader,
Nick is an extremely hard worker,
wrote,
and his fellow soldiers respect him a lot. Your son is a
parents.
American hero, is an American hero, and you should be very proud.
Words and memories.
He had a soft heart, he did.
Will help heal the Muson family.
Yep.
While never forgetting the ultimate sacrifice he paid far from the battlefield.
He's forever in our heart.
This is Jordan Fremstad. News 8 Now, Tomah.
Jane says she forgives the VA but wants them to admit wrong by Nick. We did contact the Tomah VA again after we spoke with Nick's parents. They declined our request for further comment. You can review the full report on our website. It's news8000.com.